Hey guys, I know a lot of you are still struggling with this assignment from Friday. So first of all, I want to remind you that I made you a video on how to graph using Kami. So you're going to, when you make your lines, that you have to use the line tool under shapes. So if you just make a random line on these graphs and I can't tell what points they're going through, I can't give you credit on those. So I can't draw on this document because it will change yours, but make sure you go to shapes and make sure you pick that line tool. And in fact, watch my video that I show you guys how to make your points and how to draw those lines. So I did alter this assignment because by giving you points on the sections 10 through 18. So it'll be easier for you guys to find your slope. So I'm going to have to get out of this document because I don't want to change it anymore. So I'm going to pull it up on, I can't see, hold on. All right, so I'm just going to draw on it this way so it won't alter your what you're looking at. All right, so I'm going to help you get started with these guys. A lot of you told me on Thursday you didn't need my help, but you're having trouble with this. So you should have stayed in class with me on Thursday. Just a note. All right, so how we get started is we always start graphing with the y-intercept. So if you don't see a plus or minus a number at the end of your equation, that means your y-intercept is 0, 0. Okay, so our y-intercept is 0. So that's how we start graphing on every single graph. We always start at the y-intercept. So since it's 0, 0, that means the origin. So 0 on the y-axis is the origin. So remember our slope, think of it as rise over run. When it's positive, you go up that number, and and you always go right. Whatever the bottom number is, that's how many spaces you're going to the right. So we're going to go up 2, 1, 2, right 1. And we just graphed a slope of 2 right there. It goes through the y-intercept. And make sure I can see your points. Now I don't have what I'm using right now, I don't have that tool, the line tool, but your line should be straight because you're using the line tool. All right, on the second one, I don't see a plus or minus. So we know our y-intercept is 0. So we're going to put a point at 0, 0. And our slope, rise over run. Now this time our slope is negative. So the top number tells you how to go up or down, and the bottom number tells you how to go, that you're going to go right this many spaces. Since it's -5, we're going to go down. From here, we're going to go down 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and our run is positive, or is just 1. So we're going to go right 1. So if it's positive, you go up. If it's negative, you go down. And the bottom number tells you how many places to go to the right. Okay, use that line tool in Kami and make that a straight line much better than me, and make sure I can see your points. All right, so I'm going to let you guys do number 3 on your own. All right, let me move this up and get rid of my annotations. All right, number 4, we do have a y-intercept besides 0. It's +3. +3 is our y-intercept. So we're going to go find +3 on the y-axis. There we go. Now there's no number being multiplied by x, which means the slope is 1. And we can write 1 as a fraction, 1 over 1. So our rise is +1. That means we're going to go up 1, and then we're going to go right 1. Okay. So if you don't have a number multiplied by x, that means your slope is 1. So from our y-intercept, we're going to go up 1, right 1. And we could do this over and over again as long as you have space on your graph. And then you use your tool, your line tool, make that a straight line. Number 5, once again, let's go to number 6. Make sure you start here. Okay, you always start at that y-intercept. All right, so our y-intercept on number 6 is -1, -1 on the y-axis. So then we're going to make that slope fraction. So it's +2. That means we're going to go up to right 1, up to right 1, up to right 1. We can do that as long as we have space on our graph, but you don't really have to. It only takes 2 points to make a line. All right, and then I'll do number 9 for you. So no one has any excuse not to get the ones I'm doing for you correct. All right, look at number 9. What's our y-intercept? Oh, it's 3. Okay, that means we're going to go to 3 on the y-axis. And then look at our slope. It's negative. So the top number tells us we're going to go down 4. So from here, from right here, we're going to go down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the bottom number tells us we're going to go right 3. 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to use that tool and make a really straight line. Not like Miss Richardson. All right, so you can do the rest of those by yourselves, guys. All right, so like I told you, I did add points to these, so it'll make it a little easier for you. So you are actually writing an equation for these. That's what it says. You're writing an equation in the form y equals mx plus b. So I marked all of the y-intercepts for you. So what is the y-intercept on number 10? It's 0. Look at the y-axis. It starts at 0. So I know my b on number 10 is 0. And then how you get that slope is you make a right triangle. Make a right triangle and you count how tall it is. 1, 2, 3 over 1. So my slope is 3. So I multiply 3 times x. And my y-intercept is 0. Of course, you don't have to write plus 0, but I'm just reminding you. Number 11, what's my y-intercept? What's the letter B? My y-intercept is 2. So I already know half of my equation is something plus 2, right? Well, I'm going to make a right triangle, go straight out to the right, wherever that y-axis is, you go straight out to the right and then make your right triangle. So what's my rise? 1. What's my run? 1. So what's my slope? 1 over 1 is 1. 1x. So you could either write 1x, but 1 times x is just x, okay? But if you wrote a 1 there, it's fine. And then what's our y-intercept? It's positive 2. There's my equation. All right, number 12. So let's make our right triangle. So here's our y-intercept. We're going to go straight out and then do our right triangle. Now this time our slope is negative. Do you notice if it goes up, if your line goes up and to the right is positive, if it goes down and to the right is negative. So these went up and to the right, up and to the right, down and to the right. So it's negative. So we're doing our rise. So how tall is this line? It's 2 tall and it's 1, 2, 3 wide. So our slope is rise over run, negative 2/3. And then, oh, x, don't forget your x. And then our y-intercept is plus 0. Of course, you don't have to write plus 0, but if you do, it's okay. All right, let's do one more. Which one you want to do, guys? How about number, well, actually, we'll do 2 more. We'll do 15 and 17. All right, so I know my y-intercept is -4. And then I'm going to make a right triangle. So y equals, how tall is my triangle? It's 2. How wide is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Rise over run, 2 over 4. Can I simplify 2 over 4? Yep, 1/2. So basically this was also a point right here. 1/2 is the same thing as 2 over 4. But anyway, it's fine. My slope is positive because my line goes up and to the right. Positive 1/2 x minus 4. Where did the -4 come from? It's the y-intercept. Number 17, we're going to make a right triangle. Right triangle. So start your equation. So what's my rise? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And my run is 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, does this line go up and to the right or down and to the right? Down and to the right. So the slope is negative, rise over run, x, always multiply your slope times x. And what's my y-intercept? It's +1. All right, so I know for sure y'all gonna get those correct. So try the rest of them. I'm gonna let you have unlimited attempts so you can keep correcting your answers if you miss them. All right, guys, I hope that helps you. Everybody have a great day.